Tiger Bites. Elsie Chowder. Welcome back to my show. Kelly here. I am cooking up New England clam chowder tonight. I have these awesome freaking clams. Look at these. Oh yeah, baby. I got lobster tails. They were on sale and I want to thicken up my chowder, and I think this will be a good way to go. I got potatoes, carrots, canned clams with juice, clam juice, Worcestershire, hot sauce, pepper, bay leaves, thyme, red pepper. I got parsley, I got my celery, I have onion, I have heavy whipping cream, I got regular milk, flour, and I'm gonna cook up one badass clam chowder. So I just cracked open my lobster tails, pulled that meat out, and I'm going to go ahead and broil them for just a few minutes, maybe like 5, and take them out, chop them up into nice little chunks, and put them to the side. So when my chowder is done, I'm just going to go ahead and toss them in. And that's what's happening. I am cutting up my celery here. I got my carrots cut up. I'm going to cut up my onion, potatoes. I just pulled out the lobster tails. They're very moist. Little rubbery, very moist, very moist. These are awesomely cooked, and they'll cook just a little bit more in the chowder in the end when I'm throwing it in. There's so much celery left over, and there's nothing ranch can't cover up. And I don't want to waste it, so I'm cutting my potatoes up here. We don't want them to be perfectly, matching each size. Like, we want them all different sizes. The smaller pieces are gonna create the roux and make the chowder thicker, and the other chunks won't cook down as fast, the bigger chunks, and it will be a nice hearty bite. So I got my clams almost ready here. If you want to come take a look, they're opening up quite nicely. They just opened up. So I'm going to strain the water for any shell into another pot. And that will be added into my clam chowder. So I'm going to cut this up. As soon as I'm done cutting this up, I'm going to go ahead and start cooking it. Here we are. I am cutting up them lobster tails. Oh yeah, baby. I want to keep them nice and chunky, so when I throw them in, I'll let them cook off just a little bit more, because they are a little raw still, not very. I just didn't want to overdo it, and you know what I mean. So I got my clams, they cooled off. I am not going to cut these up. I'm just going to take them out. My onions are about done doing their thing, so I could add the rest of the vegetables. Onion is just about ready for me to throw in the rest of the veggies. So I'm going to go ahead. I got my celery and carrots. Mix it up. Yeah, baby. Here we go. Give it a good mix. Mixy, mix, mix. And I'm going to let those cook for another 5 minutes. And I'm gonna go ahead after that and add my clam juice. Added the butter. Now, still waiting. Natural clam juice along with the couple bottles of regular clam juice, and I just added my potatoes in there as well. And now I'm gonna go ahead and turn up this heat to a boil, and I'm gonna boil it for like 8 minutes on a very high boil, and then I can go ahead and add the rest of my clams. And then we'll top it off with that heavy cream and milk, and it will be done. So keep an eye out because that's what's happening next. I got a nice boil going here. It just has a couple more minutes. I'm adding the Worcestershire, the hot stuff. Pepper. Nice cracked pepper there. And I'm going to go ahead and test it. And if you could poke through the potato, then you're almost there. I'd give it a couple more minutes. Stay tuned. Just added my seafood, lots of it, and we're gonna let that cook for about 8 minutes, maybe less. Don't want to overcook it at all at this point. And gonna add the cream and milk, and we'll see how it ends up. Yeah. Let's add the final ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and add the cream. About 2 cups in there. And instead of 4 cups of cream, I'm going to do 2 cups of milk as well. Give that a mix. And we're gonna go ahead and turn the heat off and let it sit, let all the flavors settle into each other for about 30 minutes. And then we're gonna go ahead and taste it and see how it is. And here it is, my clam chowder is finished. I want you to come over here and just get a little glimpse. You got the lobster there, clams in every bite. Look at that. Delicious. And I'm going to go ahead and taste it. It's divine. This concludes another episode of Tiger Bites. See you next time. Tiger Bites. Elsie Chowder.